All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Buko Boys, number 17.
Welcome, welcome. It's post-Christmas. I'm DVO.
I'm Dale.
How was your Christmas?
Well, it was very, very good.
Did all your dreams come true?
All my dreams came true. I got to see everybody open all the presents that they chose for themselves.
Yeah, that's the same situation. What did you end up getting your wife?
Everything she wanted.
Which was?
Some jewelry, some Mickey's 90th jewelry.
Okay.
And same with my daughter, got her some. My wife just picked out a bunch of clothes and shoes online. And
okay. And
wrapped them up.
And use your card.
Yep.
Nice. What did you end up getting your daughter?
Well, she got a little phone printer, so a Bluetooth printer.
Okay.
And then got her a beach cruiser that's coming in springtime because there's no point in bringing that home yet.
True.
And then just a bunch of clothes.
Nice. Okay. All right. For my wife, same type of situation. Got her some jewelry. She really wanted some Coach accessories and bags, so kind of spoiled her there. And then luckily, my daughter, I love the fact that she's really into Harry Potter and Disney. And so I got her some Mickey and Disney 90th stuff. I actually got quite a few things and some Harry Potter stuff. So I'm super glad that she's into that. So it was a good time. Then we had some white elephant parties we went to.
Yep, the white elephant parties.
So shout out to Tina and Abby for hosting a party that we went to. And man, there was so much good food.
Oh, I know.
It was so good.
And I had just eaten before I got there, and I was trying to eat more.
And we were playing games, and man, it was a good time. Then we did a white elephant. So, did you get any ideas? The people send you any ideas for white elephant gifts?
No,
I don't think you. I think you forgot to post.
I didn't even post that.
That's right.
But I just went on Amazon. They have a whole white elephant section.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you got one of my white elephant gifts.
Yeah, I hate you for that. You have the worst gift ideas for white elephants. I hate you so much.
It was a great idea, except if you get it.
Yeah, it was a great idea until
everyone was laughing at it. It was a pack of batteries, and it said gift not included.
It was the worst. And I don't even.
But if someone else got it, you would have been laughing your ass off.
I would have been like, "You got the worst present. I feel horrible for you." I would offer one of my good presents to them.
The other one that I brought was it was a poop emoji, and you put candy in it and wind it, and it starts walking and dropping out little candy turds.
Yeah, and I brought some good stuff. I brought.
What'd you bring?
A Wu-Tang blanket.
Okay.
Which was favored by Abby's son Noah. He loved that thing. And then
he's a big he loves rap. He's like a 12-year-old rapper lover.
A rapper lover? A hip hop head?
Yeah.
And then my other one was a garden gnome. A happy little garden gnome with a nice little finger salute.
Obscenities. Probably the best. There was one white elephant that was the best there.
Yeah, Abby went out of her way and made probably the best white elephant I've ever seen.
It was the Buko Boys podcast, our thumbnail picture on a t-shirt. And then on the back, it had a quote from both of us, a made-up quote, but it was still funny. And the one by me says, "I'll make you rich, bitch. I'm going to make you rich, bitch." And then Dale says,
"I see dead people."
So that was great. And homeboy that won it, he didn't want to give it up. He wanted to keep it.
No, I wanted to trade him.
Yeah, but it was funny. I love that. That was great. And Christmas Eve, we had a big announcement.
Yes, you did. That was a Christmas miracle announcement.
So you guys need to go to the YouTube to watch it, or my personal Facebook or Instagram post. But happy to announce that my wife and I surprised our family with a announcement of my wife Edna being pregnant.
Woo!
So this is exciting. I'm crossing my fingers for a boy. We're kind of getting outnumbered with the girls. So
testosterone is getting real low around these parts.
Yeah, so we're crossing our fingers for. I should say. My daughter's hoping for a girl, but
I'm hoping you have a boy.
And your daughter's hoping for a girl. She's shaking her head over there.
Too many girls.
Yeah, there's too many. We need some testosterone. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a big surprise. You guys need to watch the video. We went to our parents first, and our mom's reaction is so priceless. I saw that she commented on somebody that she didn't realize how she sounded like a fire engine because she was holding that note, screaming with surprise and joy for quite a while. She held that note. And then we went to Edna's family, and right after they did a blessing for the food, she said, "Hey, I got a present for Mom." And then what it was actually how we surprised our parents was we had a onesie, and it was a gift bag. And
what did the onesie say?
It said, "Your Christmas gift will be delivered in August 2019." So that's our expected due date. So
what astrology sign would that be?
Someone said Cancer. Someone told me like right away when I told them, they say, "Oh, it's going to be Cancer." So.
Cancer's in July, probably beginning of August.
Yeah,
Leo.
So far it's beginning of August, but yeah, I mean, it could be Leo too. It's going to be right on that cusp. It seems like. It depends. We have to go in for our actual doctor's appointment. We just went to a prenatal visit.
Speaking of doctor visits.
Oh yeah.
I just got done with my hernia surgery.
Oh my gosh, we were there for 6 hours.
Yeah, I got my little girdle on right now.
I thought it was because you gained 10 pounds over the holidays.
Well, it looks like I gained. I probably did. Who knows?
But you're wearing that because you had your hernia surgery, huh?
Yep.
How was that?
So yeah, we were at the hospital all damn day, and
yeah, we were.
And that hurt. It really hurts right now.
Does it?
Yeah. Well, mainly when I'm relaxed and laying down, I don't really feel it.
Okay.
But sitting upright right now, I can kind of feel it with movements and stuff.
Okay.
But for the most part, I'm just laying back, watching TV.
How long is it going to take to heal?
It said about 2 weeks, so I'm 2 days in. And I was up and walking right after.
And so while they were in there, did the hernia, they did a sex change too.
Right. They flipped it inside out.
So now you're my sister.
Yeah. Thought they would do more. They're like, well, you already got tits, so.
Yeah, we were in the hospital forever. It seemed like they kept delaying the surgery, then they kept delaying.
So late.
Your recovery process, then getting the medicine for you. I was like, oh my gosh, this is taking forever.
Yeah, they're like, well, he ain't got nothing to do.
So you feeling okay though?
I'm pretty loopy right now. I don't know if you can tell.
No.
But yeah,
what are you on?
This hot dick and cider.
You put what in cider?
So we got some pain meds. Pain meds and the hot dick and cider.
Yeah, this is pretty good cider.
I don't know. Thanks to the Dickens Festival.
Yeah, we spiked it here too. So
some Crown. So we made it royal.
Stop sponsoring them till they give us some sponsorships.
Yeah.
But yeah, so post Christmas, I'm a little sad. I see that you still got your Christmas tree up. Mine is
well. I can't really.
Well.
Yeah, I can't really do anything about it for another week anyway. So I'm gonna wait till New Year's.
I know. I get depressed seeing my tree and Christmas is over. I love the build up, and now it's over.
I like how there's even that little bit of a gap between Christmas and New Year's. It's just like a cushion for you to take it down.
You doing anything for New Year's then? You got to recuperate?
Yeah, I'm just going to recover. Most likely, if anything, my buddies are going to have a hot pot at their house, so we might just go over there around the corner.
Oh, nice. I find it interesting the last few years I've noticed, and because of the laws that have changed here, is that they sell fireworks now.
Oh, yeah, huh? For New Year's.
I always thought that was, what was it, maybe 3 years ago it started coming around, it seems like?
Yeah, it was just
maybe a little bit longer,
ago.
But yeah, that's kind of I kind of like that. I mean, I don't do it, but I kind of like that it's the laws changed here in Utah where yeah, you can light up fireworks for New Year's. I thought that's kind of cool, better than gunshots. So.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I thought that's kind of cool. So that's new that I see around.
But yeah, they've been doing that in other countries forever.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it on my last podcast.
Yeah,
about
when we were in the
trip
Philippines.
to the Philippines and for
Almost
Christmas and
20
New Year's
years ago.
And they do fireworks on the beach, just normal. So it was pretty interesting. But with the change of the new year and the change of New Year's coming up, Utah passed some new laws. Speaking of new laws with fireworks, about the blood alcohol levels
Yep.
being 0.05, which
So
is the lowest in the nation, right?
Not even one smell.
Yeah.
One smell, you're blowing over.
I know, it's like half of this cup of cider is probably like, oh, you're past the limit now.
Exactly.
I mean, what do you think about it?
I think I don't think that's the 0.05. It's really nothing. So, I mean, it's really to the point where if you're gonna drive, you can't have anything to drink because that is literally like not even a beer.
You know, I've done a lot of drunk driving in my past. I'm just kidding. No,
That's not a lie.
Working in I did security for many years at bars and clubs, and yeah, you know, I kind of had to take some classes about alcohol in your system, and it's not a lot. It's maybe a beer. Well, they put you at that threshold already.
Well, they said like a 0.05 blood alcohol level is the equivalent to being awake for 12 hours or 17 hours.
Wait, what do you mean?
Being awake for 17 hours is the equivalent to your blood alcohol level at a 0.05.
Oh, like staying... Okay, I got you.
That's the equivalent to it. So there's really...
Yeah.
I mean, it's as sober as you can get. So
right.
Not even one sniff.
So I think the point is that they're trying to make is...
If you're going to drive, you just don't even drink.
Right, or get public transportation or taxi.
Yeah, Ubers are everywhere now.
They are. So many people are doing it as their side hustle, you know, make a little extra income doing Uber and Lyft. Which one do you use more?
None.
You don't use any?
No. I've used Uber more, I think. I don't even think I have the Lyft app anymore. I just have Uber, so.
Okay.
I would say Uber.
Well, luckily, Edna, my wife, doesn't drink hardly at all. Plus, she can't drink for the next 7 months anyway. But she's always my DD. But when we travel, though, and we need to use one, I just pick whatever's cheaper. I just look up both apps and say, hey, whatever's cheaper.
Yeah, usually somebody will have a Lyft app, and I'll look up on the Uber, and then we'll see whoever's...
Just compare it?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the drivers do both anyway.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, whoever's closest and whoever's cheapest, I use. But yeah, it's very interesting that I know it's just going to put more spotlight on our kind of unusual liquor laws in Utah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people travel here and already make fun of it, and
yeah.
Oh, what do you do?
I know, it's just okay. I don't really see the 0.05 to 0.08. I don't know if there's a huge difference in inebriation. We need to do the test. We need to do the test.
Oh, another white elephant I had brought to another party was actually a breathalyzer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like a pocket one?
Yes. I should have got another one just to have one.
Okay, yeah.
I know where they're at. We can go get one, actually.
Okay.
Because I think my wife's going to go there to that store when she gets home from the gym.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, that's another thing.
Good
After
test.
this is healed, I'm getting my ass back in the gym daily.
Okay.
Back into lift mode. See,
Let's
my
get
big
playing
fat...
some-
If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see my big fat face. I'm going to get rid of that.
We need to play some racquetball, I've been telling you.
Yeah. Racquetball, and then when it gets warmer, we can start playing some pickleball outside.
We'll see.
I've never played it yet.
I've never played it.
It looks fun.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
They got courts right down the street. I have pickleball courts in the neighborhood at the Riverton Park.
Though.
We could do all of that.
Okay, we can walk.
We can
walk
pickle
the
golf. We can hit the golf balls with pickle
you
rackets.
Frisbee golf?
No, but that's another thing I want to play.
I did it once.
Did you like it?
A client took me because they wanted to potentially get another new client, so we went and played Frisbee golf. I did it only once. I did enjoy it. I mean, I'm terrible at it. You definitely need.
Well, there's a technique.
Takes
There's
skills.
a technique for when they launch those things.
But I did enjoy it. I thought it was pretty fun. I'd play it again.
I'd want to try it. I do want to try it.
It was pretty fun. What else we got cooking on? Oh, we went during the holidays. We went and watched Aquaman.
Yeah, so let's talk about Aquaman.
Okay.
Let's spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, we're gonna spoil a whole lot of it.
He drowns.
He drowns. Everybody drowns.
He got caught in some plastic and drowned.
But I thought it was entertaining.
Okay.
But there were things about the movie that were just hard to... You just have to accept it and not know any backstory about it or anything, but you just have to accept it. And so here's... if you haven't seen the movie, I'm going to spoil some things for you right now. So there's the guy that plays Manta.
Okay.
He's a human. He gets his technology, though, from these Atlanteans. But there's no backstory on how they meet. It's just his father and his grandfather before his father were these pirates. Just going around stealing technology on the open sea. What the hell? And then they're scientists and they know how to program everything and how to make weapons. Like, the hell? You're living on a boat your whole life and this is your life.
Okay.
What the hell? And then they just are friends with the Atlanteans. You have no backstory to that. They're just giving them all this technology for their help. And you don't know any of why any of this is happening.
Well, I actually got the impression that he seeked them out to kind of find out more about Aquaman and maybe found that they both had a hate for Aquaman and they both want to kind of take him out. So that's the impression I got. He wasn't friends with them. He actually kind of seeked them out.
But like he already knew about these people existing, the Atlanteans.
Yeah, possibly. I mean,
see, that's another thing.
Here's the thing I don't like about like superhero movies is when they have two antagonists or two evil doers in the movie.
Yeah, too many villains.
Same with like Spider-Man, that Amazing Spider-Man. No, the Amazing Spider-Man, and they had Jamie Foxx as Electro or whatever, and he looked weird. And then they had another evil. I can't remember who the other villain was, but I just feel like when they have two villains.
No, it's the other Spider-Man with when they had Sandman and who were the other villains? There was like 3 villains in that movie, all coming at him.
Oh, Venom. Well, you're talking about the Tobey Maguire.
Yeah,
I talked about the one with the amazing one.
Yeah,
with Garfield. And but anyway, just any time, and this one has 2 antagonists where it's Manta, who you're talking about, and then also his brother, Oren, his half brother, and he wants the throne. Anyway, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But anyway, there's 2 antagonists, and it's in the trailer, so it's not.
But yeah, there was parts of the movie that I was just like, what the hell? I overthink things in the movies, and I just find all these holes.
Yeah.
So those were bothering me, but for the most part, it was entertaining.
I try not to in these type of movies because I know there's no superheroes, right? So
I know about being realistic. It's not realistic. It's just
I try not
the holes in the plot.
Too much into it. But I do know what you mean. There's parts that are like, wait a minute, what just happened?
I know. I'm supposed to accept this. Like this is just happening, and I have to take it for what it is.
I mean, in my opinion, they could have totally done without that whole Manta story.
Yes, the Manta story was completely unneeded.
And maybe part 2 bring him in.
Yeah, they definitely could have done that with a part 2 and have it have a whole storyline wrapped around that. That would have made more sense, and maybe I would accept it more.
I totally agree. I think they could have just totally went without that story because it wasn't even much of a story.
No,
anyway.
It was more of a nuisance. It was more of just a nuisance than anything.
So, yeah, I totally could have went without that story. But overall, okay, let's say that was excluded. How would you have liked the movie then?
I think I would have liked it a lot more.
Okay.
I think if they just left that out and left that as maybe like a surprise character at the end, like that's going to be his next opponent.
Okay,
his next enemy.
Good one, yeah.
Like a
at the end of the trailer type of
something like that, or just at the end of the movie, right before everyone thinks they're gonna have a happily ever after. All of a sudden, boom, Manta, bitch.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, so I mean, I did like the movie. Great action. The story was good. You know, he's half mermaid, half human. But yeah, I like the story. Oh gosh, the one that was his trainer, he did a great job.
Will Dafoe?
Yeah, William Dafoe. I always like William Dafoe. He's such a character.
He has such a weird face.
Yeah.
You know, it just makes him be such a better actor. I don't know.
That makes this his second superhero movie.
Yes, because he was also the Green Goblin.
That might be a good topic for another one. How many actors were in double?
Oh yeah, that's
superhero
there's a lot
movies?
Of them.
Whether there's a crossover between Marvel and DC or all in one. There's another one. In this movie, Aquaman was, I can't remember his name, but he's the dad on Fresh Off the Boat.
Oh yeah,
but he plays a scientist in this one, and he was in Ant-Man as a detective or a police officer.
That keeps him in the house.
Yeah, I think he's a funny character. In this one, he was more serious though. He played more serious. He's like, yeah, guys, there's really a whole new world below the ocean.
Isn't it funny when you see like a comedic actor play a serious role? It's hard to take him serious.
Yeah, you know who does a good job with that? I think Adam Sandler does a good job. He did Rain on Me with Don Cheadle.
Oh, I never
really
watched
liked
it.
that movie. You never watched it?
Is that a Netflix movie?
No, it came out years ago.
Oh, okay.
It came out like 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good movie,
I
though.
watched it.
It's a serious role. He's got his there's no spoiler because it's old, okay? But his family had died, and he just didn't really adjust to that properly. And he runs into Don Cheadle, who's an old college friend of his, and he's just trying to like help him. Anyway, it's a really good movie. It's a serious movie. It's really good.
I remember something about that, but no, I did not watch it.
But Will Ferrell did a couple serious movies. Didn't like those so much.
Oh, that one where he gets kicked out of his house.
Yeah, that one. I was just like,
oh, while we're talking about superhero movies, this was just announced that there was it was on Google or something that has the new Infinity War movie listed as a movie that Hugh Jackman is a part of. Like, so the meds are talking right now.
I think it's clickbait.
It's really hard to mesh words together.
I think it's clickbait.
No, I was reading it. And now I've actually seen it multiple times now.
Okay.
On other things that are also relisting that, putting that out there, that he is listed, that he is going to be in the movie somehow.
Well, that thing you tagged me and said on Google. All right. Google doesn't have a website of information.
No, but it has it listed as
search.
He is a listed actor for that movie.
Okay. Still, and that could be
it's not
anyone
confirmed
posting
yet.
Yeah,
it's not officially confirmed.
I think it's clickbait.
But if you remember, this happened before the whole merge, where Fox and Marvel and Disney and all that. Well, not before Fox and Marvel had merged. Hugh Jackman had said the only way he will replay his Wolverine character is if the X-Men and Wolverine gets merged together with the MCU, which has happened.
Yep, it's done.
And maybe he is just going to play a little bit after credit role, maybe, just to show himself. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
And then there's also talks of Keanu Reeves wanting to play Wolverine.
It might be interesting.
I don't know if he's got the tenacity.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The rage. I think it's just... He doesn't have the rage.
He doesn't have the berserk rage. But we actually just watched, during your recovery from the surgery the other day, we watched the Infinity Wars again. Mm-hmm. And to kind of get a grasp of
what's going to happen.
Yeah, like kind of the stones and how he got the gauntlet and everything. And it was my second time watching it. So sometimes, you catch things you didn't notice the first time. So I'm excited. What is it, April?
April.
It's coming out again, and it's supposed to be, fast forward a few years. And so
then Captain Marvel is going to be coming out.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. She'll be in probably the Infinity Wars and her
standalone movie. When's that coming out?
Her standalone movie? Oh gosh, good question. I don't remember. I can't remember.
Well, enough about movies. Any resolutions for you?
Resolutions. Gosh, there's always the same ones. It's like better with my finance and better with my businesses and get best shape of my life type of stuff. So that's basically it. But this year I'm really going to try to focus on those though. Like I'm not going to just make those resolutions and kind of forget it. Like I'm just going to pick those three really, and I'm just going to really focus on those three for the whole year. How about you?
I'm going to actually more goal setting. I'm going to set more goals. And then, of course, this just happened to be at this time with the whole hernia surgery about getting back in the gym and getting in shape. That has nothing to do with a resolution. It's just timing.
Okay.
But
gotcha.
But it's going to suck because it is during that time when the gyms are the most crowded.
Oh, by February it's slow. So
yeah, no, it starts
just January gets busy.
Yeah.
February,
that's always the worst.
Off,
all
March
those New Year's resolution people coming in. I remember I'd be going, on a daily basis, and as soon as the new year hits, it's just packed, boom.
Yeah. I've been going a lot recently again, just because my back's feeling better. My back was injured, and obviously I couldn't do what I used to, and put on some LBs, and now I'm burning them off. So I'm actually doing more cardio and work, kind of more fitness type stuff versus weightlifting.
I don't understand Spanish. What was that?
I've been doing less cardio and doing more cardio and less lifting, just to to burn it?
Espanol.
Okay.
Cardio. I don't speak Spanish.
All right. So what else you got?
Okay, so well, let's talk about some of the best of things from 2018.
For like you personally,
Yeah,
or
personal favorites things. So, like, what was your favorite movie of 2018?
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I have one. I didn't. You put me on the spot here. I don't even know. I don't remember how many. I haven't watched as many this year as I have in past years. Aquaman. No, I'm just kidding. It's I can't. Do you have one?
Well, I would say the Infinity War movie.
Was that this year that it came out?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. It was good. That was really good. I can't. Well, we were just watching it. Like I said, my favorite part of that movie is when Thor gets that Stormbreaker axe hammer.
Yeah, and he comes down.
And he comes down into Wakanda and just kicks royal ass.
Yeah. Anytime he does that, even when
lightning.
he did it when him and Hulk do it in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
When they come back to Asgard.
Oh,
and they come back and kick ass.
Yeah.
Those scenes are the best, where he just drops in and just
full of lightning.
And they play the music, and he's like, "Oh, it's ass kicking time."
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's my best scene of 2018. I can't think. You put me on the spot. I can't think of my favorite movie.
Okay, what about song? You got a favorite song that came out this year?
I don't know when songs come out. I just kind of play. I don't listen. I listen to more podcasts, so I don't really listen to much songs. I'm terrible at this.
Okay, I'll tell you. My favorite song that came out this year was this dude's name's weird. His name's Damn Boy.
Okay.
And the song's called How High.
Okay.
It's a pretty good song.
How about the songs on our on the podcast, on the intro and outro?
Yeah,
those this year.
Yeah, that
I really like
Pretty
those.
Loud came out this year.
We put the credits on the bottom of the podcast description. So I really like those songs you picked out for our intro and outro.
Yeah, those are both this year.
This year for me though, probably some of the most exciting things were the creation of the podcast. I've been listening to podcasts for years, and so I started my own, the DVO Show, and that's been really fun for me to interview everyone that's been on my show are friends of mine. So it's been really fun to expose my friends out there and put them on a pedestal. And then you came up with the idea of doing a fun one, and where we just kind of talk about share our lives, which is this. And why this is so fun for me is as I get older, and especially now, one of the biggest announcements for 2018 is my wife being pregnant. I want to leave a legacy, and when I want my grandkids or great grandkids to look back at our YouTube and our podcast and listen to our voices and see us, and they might remember us as old men wrinkly with glasses. But they can look back and see this and say, "Oh man, look at Dad, look at Uncle, man, look at Grandpa. Those are some strapping, good-looking gentlemen back in their days." So this has been a real
Luckily,
fun thing for me in the
like
year.
this for at least another 30 years.
So what's some great things for you in 2018?
Yeah, it was starting this podcast and becoming self-employed and not having to worry about being late for work anymore.
It's great, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I did mine in 2017, but it's been great the whole year. So, yeah. And
Okay, what about
your sex change? So that's exciting.
Yeah, my sex change this year. Okay, what about your new this year, a new podcast, new favorite podcast you've been listening to?
Let's see. I'll say 2017. There was a new podcast that I really liked, and it's called NPR. It's hosted by NPR, and it's called How I Built This. And they interview very successful, known companies and how they built their business, like Lyft and Uber, like we mentioned. They interviewed both the owners of Lyft and Uber, and Ben and Jerry, and companies, Airbnb. They interview those companies. So I really love that in 2017. In 2018, a new one that came out that I really like is Oprah Winfrey's podcast.
Oh yeah, she has a podcast?
She has a podcast. She doesn't interview them, though. I think she has a production team. It's her podcast, and it's OWN, Oprah Winfrey Network. And what her production team is interviewing celebrities, and they don't actually, you don't hear the production team interviewing them, but you hear the celebrity, kind of answering that question by stating the question and answering it.
Okay.
But it's been like great athletes, singers. The one this week that I was listening to was with Grant Hill, and I used to be a big NBA fan, and I loved Grant Hill, so he showed here. Anyway, that's a great podcast that came out in 2018 that I've really enjoyed.
What about a new series you started watching this year?
Oh, I don't know if there is one. Did you? How about you? Do you have a podcast or a series?
Series on Netflix that I just finished was The Last Kingdom. I know I talked about it before.
Okay.
But oh man, that was good.
It was a good one.
That was good. That was it was pretty much just kind of pulls you in, just like Game of Thrones does. And like I said, it's just like Game of Thrones, but it's like real shit that happened. It's like real wars that happened in England back in the 800s. Yeah, but they're using a fictional character to follow.
Did Netflix create it?
Yes.
Okay.
And man, did that show pull me in?
So maybe this weekend, Sunday, I don't have much going on, so I might catch that one in Bird Box. Everyone's talking about Bird Box.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll talk about that on the next episode. So that
just broke records on Netflix.
Did it?
For the most views on for the first week, and nice. I think it got 45 million different views from different accounts.
Okay.
Usually they like 4 accounts.
I'll tell you what series...
Everyone shares their accounts.
I'll tell you what series I started watching. It's not new this year. It's actually from the 80s. And I was watching a little bit again last night before I went to bed, was Beauty and the Beast with Ron Perlman, which we talked about from Hellboy. But I started watching that a couple months ago.
And I remember that as a child.
I really liked it, so I've been kind of watching it a little bit. And it's still pretty damn good.
Is it?
I like it.
It's not as cheeseball-y as most 80s things we try to rewatch.
I don't think so. I mean, obviously, there's a beast in the sewers, but, and he's in love with a human. Or I guess he's kind of
I bet he stinks so bad.
He stinks. Yeah, his fur, his mange,
and he's in the sewer.
But I've been liking it. I've been kind of watching it a little bit here and there. So
I'd watch it again. I need to look at that again.
It's on Prime. That's where I'm watching it. It's on Prime.
I should watch it. I don't know why I'm not watching. I'm just laying on the couch.
Yeah,
being nothing.
Did you have a new podcast that came out this year that you like? Besides ours, I've been listening to some that had came out a couple years ago. Like the Chronicles one. Sasquatch Chronicles?
Yeah, some paranormal ones. So I've been finding a bunch of new ones, but the one I found this year that I really like though is that local one with Danger Boy and Big Buddha.
Yeah.
I've been liking that one. They're pretty funny together.
Yeah, they have very different personalities in this. They complement each other well. It is a good one.
It is pretty funny.
It's a good one. So, I mean, speaking of, you just brought up, Sasquatch Chronicles and some ghost podcasts. You got some stories that people have emailed you, right?
Oh, yeah. There's some stories I got. Let me pull those out. Here we go.
How many did you get?
A couple ghost stories, and I believe there's 1 or 2 UFO stories.
You want to share all of them now, or just a couple now, a couple on another episode?
We can share them all now for 2018.
Yeah, it's our last recording of the year.
Okay. Let me see. This one comes from my buddy Eric.
Okay.
And he talks about this one.
What's this one about?
About his house. About his house he grew up in.
Oh, where did he grow up in? Was it Midvale?
I think it was in West Valley.
Okay.
So he goes, when I was a kid, I remember being at home alone. Let's see. When I was... Remember, I'm on meds. I'm on meds right now.
Should I read it?
Words are hard. Let me try it. It first. So when I was a kid, I remember being at home alone once in the bathroom taking a deuce. Usually I turn on the fan, but this time I didn't for some reason. Because you were probably being a stinky little shit. All I could hear was footsteps going up and down the stairs and into the kitchen. I looked out and nothing was there. My old room had an attic as well. One day, when I got home from dinner with the family, the door was just opened. It takes a little bit of strength to open the attic door, too. It's crazy. I slept in my room where I felt like I could literally hear the TV. Every word coming out of the TV was clear. I opened the door because my room was by the living room and the TV was off. Just a few random things that always happen. One of my friends' then he talks about one of his friends' houses might be haunted too. But that was his ghost story.
All right.
So there's one ghost story and then a couple UFO sightings.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. So this comes from my buddy Jay. And he says, 1995, a week out of 5th grade for summer vacation. Our front door in Fresno faced south. It was 9 p.m. or so, and I went out to piss in the yard because my bro was using the restroom.
Benefits of being a boy.
Mm-hmm. So as he's going pee, he looks up and sees a circle. Just red lights. 5 red lights going around in a circle. Then 3 more lights below those 5, but in a smaller circle revolving in the other direction. It was a good 800 feet away from me. So I finished pissing, then yelled at my little bro and sister come look. They come out and see it spinning too. And no sound was present and the lights just floated away. It literally shrank as it rose into the sky, kept going south and upward till it was lost in the clouds.
Wow.
Wow, that is pretty nuts.
Yeah, we got it. We're trying to record, guys, and looking at a camera.
Bye.
We'll give you the attention.
My dad and my daughter are here. They're leaving, and they want to make sure they get to say bye to us. Bye, everybody. Okay, so that's pretty crazy, though, huh?
It was daylight, right? For 5 p.m., is that what they said?
9 p.m. So
9
start.
p.m. Okay, all right.
So that's pretty nuts, seeing 2 layers of lights circling in different directions.
Interesting.
That's pretty nuts. Okay, so this is same friend, Jay.
Okay.
And now 2010, Fresno. My house was a 2-story, and he was in the living room, which is the ground level, and the furthest south of the house. My wife was upstairs in the most north of the house. Our kitchen is ground level in between us. I hear stomping for a minute straight from upstairs. So I go check it out. Wife comes downstairs and we meet in the kitchen. She asks, why was I making noise? And then he asked the same thing. They both weren't responsible, and as we said what we needed, we hear stomping in the empty attic area above the kitchen. There was only one way access to that space, and it's from the stairway going upstairs. I grabbed my shotgun and flashlight to investigate. I opened the door to the empty space and light it up with my shotty. Ready AF. Well, nothing was in there. Then we heard banging on the wall of the most northern part of the house. The banging sounded like it was right outside, but this part of the house is upstairs and no way somebody could reach that part of the wall without a ladder. I peek out a window and no one in sight. I go and do a perimeter check. Gates to where the wall were all locked. Only way to get back there is to jump the fence. This incident repeated 2 more times over the course of 6 months.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty nuts. And he says he has more stories to tell me. So
okay,
I told him to email me those. Nice. I'm waiting on those stories, Jay.
Yeah, if you guys have stories, again, whether it's ghost, UFO, Bigfoot, whatever, you can email it at bukoboyspodcast@gmail.com. Or direct send it to us on our Instagram or Facebook. Just look up Buko Boys and you'll see us.
And what do you think about doing a Sasquatch hunt one day?
In the summer, maybe. Yeah, it's freezing now.
Which canyon would you choose?
Oh, what would have the most? There's already been supposed sightings in Provo Canyon, I believe.
I wouldn't think Provo Canyon. It's too populated.
Yeah, I mean, there's some supposed sightings there. I think.
If anything's there,
Otten
it's
Canyon
bear.
Has some too.
There's
bear. What else? The one High Uintas, maybe.
High Uintas, definitely. But what's that one up by Brigham Canyon?
Okay. Up
there by Logan Canyon.
Yeah.
Up by Logan. That whole area up there, I heard, that's where there's been a lot of sightings.
Here's the problem for me about Squatch hunting. I don't want to come across it though. I would love to see it, but at a far distance on binoculars.
Never hear about anybody getting hurt by them. They don't ever seem like they want to like come in direct contact.
So you run up on them because you're hunting them and found them, and you ran up on them.
Well, I wouldn't be hunting them to kill them.
Well, I mean hunting by searching.
Because whenever you see these people hunting for Sasquatch, no one's ever gets hurt or harmed, even when they come in like close.
That you know of. People go missing.
But nobody with video cameras go missing.
They get found.
But I would try it one time. It'd be fun to just go out camping and make some noise saying you're looking for Sasquatch.
So you run across it. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I don't want to.
There's
two things.
What would you do?
Heights and Bigfoot.
Would you shoot it?
If I ran across it, just shoot it for fun?
No, not for fun. That you were scared for your life?
Oh, defend myself, yeah. I mean, I carry a gun 90% of the time, so...
If it was coming at you and you don't know if it's going to be friendly or if it's going to hurt you?
I think you know if it's coming at you and it's not friendly.
Well, if you don't know how they do things in their culture, and that's how they greet each other, they run up real quick on you.
Then it's a bad move on him, then. That's not how it works in my culture. You get popped off for putting a headlock right up on me. So those are interesting stories. If you guys got some more stories, send it over to us. We'd love to share it and give you a shout out for listening.
And then, I look forward to the new year, more podcasts to come, more different topics, and more ghosts.
Yeah. So thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed your 2018. Hope you have a great 2019. Be safe out there.
Yeah, get DUI laws.
I know AAA is doing free rides if you kind of feel inebriated. Obviously, remember, download Uber, Lyft, taxis, especially with the drug or the alcohol blood level changes in Utah. Drive safe out there.
All right, folks. Cheers. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching if you're watching on YouTube. Love you guys.
Bye.
Happy New Year.